Ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens, boys and girls, I'm Carbonor. Welcome to my channel. Hope all is warm and well in your world today. Things are okay here. Things are okay here. We are in the last portion of the America Turns 250 subathon. This is the end of it. You know what? It went really well. It went really well. I'm quite happy with the results. We picked up 5 subscribers. Sir very generously joined my Patreon. Uh, the 5th subscriber that we picked up was watching during the previous portion of the stream that I was doing, Detroit Become Human, and he donated $5 in my coffee. I was like, well, hell yeah! So this has been I think this is the 4th one, the 4th subathon I've done, and by far this one was the best one. 5 new subscribers, a Patreon subscriber, and a donation. Dude, thank you guys. You guys fucking rock. You made this a success. Now there are probably some people out there that would be like, that's all you did? It's like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. All right. I'm quite pleased that with the results of my subathon. I'm quite pleased. It's been a lot of fun. I've played a lot of good games. I've enjoyed the company of a lot of really cool people. You know, it's been fun. Plus, we celebrated the 250th birthday of my country. You know, it's been a pretty good 2 days. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy. Um, almost a little sad to see it go. Almost a little sad to see it go. But it all has to end eventually. You know, that's just a unfortunate reality. All good things must come to an end. And this is the last stage. So here we go. Let's go get some grinding done. Let's go get some grinding done. What we get? Okay. Some arcade experience gains. Boy, these right here, they just become useless after a while. They just become absolutely useless. Because, you know, you can only get people so much arcade, and once it's done, you know, it's not like experience that you can keep, you know, catting people up. They just eventually run out of use. No bunch of shit to do. Everything is reset. So, I don't need these anymore, but I'll keep getting them. Please, devs, don't take our coins away. Don't take our tokens away. Let us keep the tokens this time. Now, what's it gonna hurt? What's it gonna hurt? And we need to put on. We'll do this one. No, you know what? We don't do this one very often. We'll do this one. See some bunch of people jumping in. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Welcome to the morning daily thingy. Welcome to the last leg of the America Turns 250 subathon. Pleasure to have you all here. Oh, I forgot these. Good morning. Good morning, Serp. Serp says good morning. Was just listening while making coffee. Great weekend for you, man. Yeah, yeah. I'm very pleased with the way it worked, way it all turned out. Very pleased. It's been a shitload of fun. Do I have any? Yes, research. We have research. I think my only regret for the whole 2 days is in the last stream. I fucked up on that last mission so fucking hard in Detroit Become Human. I totally fucked up that fucking part of it. Totally fucked it. That's my only frustration. I was tempted to do it again, to just redo it and fix it, but that's one of those games that you want to just take it as it falls. If you fuck up, you fuck up. If you get somebody killed, you get somebody killed. It's just one of those kind of games that you just got to eat it if you don't do well. And I did not do well in that last portion. I was like, God damn, oh, that is a really good game. As I was explaining to Jason, Jason was the new subscriber and the one who donated to the coffee. He was like, you'll really love the game, and I was like, yeah, I am really loving it, but it's not like a game per se. There's a lot of quick time events and shit like that, but largely it's just a fascinating, amazing, well presented story. I mean, it really is. It fucking sucks you in so quick. And so you forget that it's not a game. You're just watching it, and it's a really good story. It's a really good story. It's very well crafted. It's very well done. Big fan. I highly recommend it.
If it's new research, I'm listening.
Or if you don't want to play it, you can just watch the particular version of the story that my efforts have brought about. Either way, I would recommend you do it yourself, though. And it's a lot of fun in that game because after every mission, you can compare the results of your decisions against everybody else who's played. So you get that comparison, that you get to see what percentage, did most of the people make this choice? Did most of the people make that choice? That's kind of interesting. A little way to almost rate your performance. Good game. Good game. You know what I should do? Oh, I see there's quite a few people watching right now. This being the last leg of the subathon, maybe you guys will be willing to help me go out with a bang. If there's some of you out there who are regular viewers, but you haven't subscribed yet, maybe today could be that time. That'd be really awesome. I'm 53 away. 53 away from the 500 necessary to unlock super chats and memberships. 53. We are getting so close. So close. So if you guys, would do me that favor, maybe subscribe. I promise I won't fill your feed with bullshit. Alrighty. Journal. What have I got in journal? What is this? What is this? Oh shit! Well, look at that. We're done with the onslaught things. Well, that's crazy. That's crazy. We're done with the since fucking if they give us back the goddamn Eugen mission so we can finish that. Rick finally told me that apparently the bad guy blows a hole through his chest or something, and it must be pretty gory. It must be pretty gory for them to have pulled it back to excuse me, to censor it or to redo it. It must be pretty bad, which is a shame that I never got to, you know, that I didn't get to see the original version of it. I'm gonna do the sanitized version of it when they finally release it. That's kind of irritating. I just blame my disinterest in the character of Eugen in general as to why that happened the way it did. I don't think I need to really talk to Eckert.
What do you want me to do? Hack something? Place a wiretap? Check
Oh,
data?
wait. Serp said it wasn't that bad. What, my performance on that last mission? I'm sorry, I lost track. My mind is Eugen. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So you don't think it was bad enough for them to have censored? Because the way Rick was talking it up, it was pretty bad. And I was like, well, damn. Because I remember how horrible Jeremy's death was. That was pretty fucking goddamn graphic. Serp said on par with Sharon's. Okay. Makes me wonder how much other parts of the story have they sanitized. And Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy's was bad. My only problem with that is that we didn't get to do it to him. That was my only problem with that. Because from his introduction, I was like, I'm gonna have to shoot you eventually. I know that. I know where this story's going, and I'm gonna have to shoot you. and then they don't let you shoot him. I was like, God damn it! Took away my joy. Well, we need to do the wall crasher, so we'll throw that on. Do. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. You know what I need to do? I'm gonna do this because I got out of habit of doing this. I'm not gonna do that. We'll just do that. I was gonna say help me close out my subathon, but I don't. I probably wouldn't fit. Probably wouldn't fit. How much time we got? 4 minutes. Okay. And now we wait. See, they're sporting the new bathing suits. I see a bunch of people watching. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it, guys. I'm probably going to be asking more than once, but I'll go ahead and ask it again if y'all wouldn't mind helping me close out my subathon with a bang, and perhaps giving me the chance and subscribing. That would be pretty awesome. I would greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. We're getting so close to that 500 mark. So close. Is that Inez and who is that? Inez and Freyna? I think so. Pretty sure that's Inez and Freyna. Oh, it's a dance off. It's a dance off, everybody. It's a dance off. Haven't seen one. Haven't seen a dance off so fever pitched since "Beat It" by Michael Jackson. Oh, she couldn't fight her, so she just decided to join in. Do. How much time we got? 1 minute. 1 minute until the wall crusher. First one of the day. Our first catch of the day. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing for us. I don't. They're just dancing. Where you going? Where you going? What are you doing? There we go. There's the klaxon. my wall, or not wall, my window AC that I just got yesterday is still doing pretty phenomenally. I can feel it affecting even in my bedroom. My bedroom is still hotter. It's just, it's just going to be hotter because it's enclosed and I've got the door shut and there's no windows. Oh, 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 oh. Where's my cord? Where's my cord? Shit. I have to find it in a minute. I hope I don't run out of charge while I'm doing it. That's the wrong gun. Why are you having that gun? Now my headphones are trying to fall off my head. Jesus Christ, everything's going wrong. All right, we're good. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. See that Glay outfit? See the way it lays on her boobs there. The way it's not that kind of design would not stay. The minute she started moving, those flaps of the bathing suit would immediately go suck straight into her cleavage, and her tits would just be shown to the world. There needs to be a strap or something around, like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like it. I just don't like the way it's designed. That one's much better. I'll admit Serena's is a pretty good. It's a pretty good bikini. Pretty good bikini. But the Glay one is just, I just don't, the way it's designed, it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good to me. Which sucks, because I thought I was going to like it, but then I actually saw it up close and was like, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. Let's do this one. Wait. What's our battle pass shit today? What's our battle pass shit today? Acquire some gold. That'll be easy. Defeat enemies with any skill. Okay, that'll be. Yeah, all these look pretty easy today. Of course, we don't have any of the weeklies. We've knocked that shit out of the park. Been keeping up with that pretty good. Fire skills, we've almost got enough to move up one. That's cool. Whereas Toxic's at 61,000, but and Chill is at 55,000. I did a lot of shit with Freyna farming for those coins. So, it's understandable. She's pulled ahead. It's just the way it is. She's Freyna. Everything comes easy to Freyna. I think I've mentioned before, that's my headcanon for my Freyna. She's one of those people like Kumar and Harold and Kumar. You know how he was a stoner and a pothead, but he just had this innate ability to understand medicine, you know, because he was in medical school and it was just it all came easy for him. That's kind of my basis for that with my Freyna. She's one of those people that plays life on easy mode. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before that in my head canon, her and Viessa are best friends. Again, that's just my head canon. Doesn't have to be your head canon. You've got your own little universe of the First Descendant. I've got my own little universe of the First Descendant. All right, and away we go. Yeah. Oh, wait. You know what I should do? Since we're going to be carrying around guns so I can try to increase my mastery, we should have some buffs going. I think I'm going to do the 3. I think I'm going to do one of the 3s. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's do some gold and copper too. Oh shit, that was a 5-hour. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But I will take. Oh, cause that's 50. Oh, I should have done one of those. Oh well. We will use one of those though, and one of those. Now we can go do our thing. Now we can go do our thing. Did I hit public? I hope I didn't hit public. I didn't mean to hit public. That would not be correct. And surprisingly, my voice has survived pretty well. I kind of expected after 2 days of
Descendant, confirm arrival
talking
at the operations
way
zone.
more
Proceed with caution.
than I would typically talk in a 2-day stretch. I expected my voice to be kind of to suffer from it, but it doesn't really seem to have done so. Interesting. Because I hear that a lot about with streamers that I watch. We talk about, oh, it's my voice. It's wrecking my voice. Oh, I had to take a day off because I couldn't talk and all this other shit. And it's like, really? Really? I don't know.
detected signs of life inside a nearby arcade receptor.
Ah. Stop running into walls.
This is HQ. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Requesting strike on station.
Trying to look cool. You keep driving straight into fucking walls. Stop it, Fiesta. You can drive better than that. I could make a joke about her being a woman and no, she can't drive better than that. But that would be like sexist, and I probably shouldn't make that joke. Because it's not really a joke, it's just truth. It's just the truth. We all know it to be true. It's not my fault y'all suck as drivers. Miss.
Captain Elliot, deploying arcade. I am the original.
No. No.
Mission complete. Transport inbound. See you soon.
I finished this one? No. Damn it. Alright. Whatever. Do 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 do. Hi, good morning, Jedi. How's it going, man? How's the streaming been going? I've been seeing you play different games.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void storm is intense.
Starting to branch out a little bit from the First Descendant.
Over.
Specialized Vulcus aircraft detected. That aircraft is used to fly through void storms. It must be shot down.
It's down. It can't get no downer. Oh, I hear you. Jedi says, yeah, I'm on God of War getting ready for the new one. The first 3 God of War games, probably 3 of my favorite games ever. Those fucking games are absolutely phenomenal. I just don't want anything to do with the new ones. I just don't want anything to do with them. They turn Kratos into an old man, and now we've got a game with his bitch wife. I don't give a fuck about his wife. Couldn't care less. I want to see Kratos covered in white and red. I want to see him looking like a fucking Greek statue, and I want to see him absolutely killing every fucking person, god, animal, or beast that he crosses paths with. That's what I want. I don't want a soft, sentimental one. I don't want one that's got a fucking son. I don't care. I don't care about any of that. The first 3 God of War games, absolutely masterpieces. Everything after it, it's not Kratos.
I see a gap in the
It's something
enemy's air
different.
defenses. We can provide air support.
I'm definitely not interested in seeing his wife and a talking fucking gelatinous cube and some other fucking bullshit. I'm just like, who the fuck wrote this? Who the fuck thought that this was a God of War story? Who the fuck thought that a bitch and 2 cutesy companions was going to appeal to anybody who is a fan of fucking Kratos? Who the fuck thought that was a good plan? Because it's not going to do well. I'll just go ahead and clue everybody in right now. It is not going to do well. And what are they going to do? They're going to blame misogyny. They're going to blame toxic males and toxic fandom and blah, 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 blah. They can take that game and shove it so far up their ass. What they should have done with the God of War series is that they should have fucking ended it after 3. And if they were going to go to the Norse, if they were going to do the Norse mythology, then they should have picked, like, Thor. Thor should have been the new character. Or, you know, maybe Baldur, or something like that. And let Kratos' story be done with the first 3 games. And then you have something dealing with Norse mythology. And then the next 3 games could deal with, I don't know, Buddhism. And then maybe the next 3 games could deal with, you know, whatever other mythology that you want. But I was not a fan of them shoehorning Kratos into Norse mythology, because it was like, why are you doing this? He does not fit. It does not fit. I have strong opinions about that, because I've been a hater of the God of War series after the first 3. I was like, what is this? What is this? An old dad fucking Kratos? Nobody wants to see a dad bod fucking Kratos. We want to see the dude who clawed his way out of fucking hell so he could kill some more people. That's what we want to see in our Kratos. Kratos should never have known love again. He should never have known the warm embrace of a woman. He should never have known the love and adoration of a child again. Because it was his fault that his children, his original children, and his wife were killed. His punishment was to live without that. Jedi says, and Hellblade 2, which sucks in my opinion, but I'm just playing it. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you pick one up and you're like, oh, this ain't exactly what I thought it was. That's happened to me on a couple of games. One of my fucking earliest playthroughs was the Last Guardian. I think that's what it's called, The Last Guardian. And I thought I would fucking love it. I was afraid, because it's about a little boy and his big, huge, giant dog. Basically, I mean, that's boiling it down. And I just knew that bad shit would happen to the dog, and it would, you know, I would be all mad and frustrated because they hurt the animal. And then by the end of that game, I was hoping they killed that fucking thing. I was like, please, just fucking kill this thing. Oh my God, by the end of that game, if you want to watch a man go from being optimistic and hopeful about a game to about 13 episodes later to just absolutely screaming and ranting and raving for the whole time that he's playing it, watch that game. You will see me go from excitement and enjoyment slowly into madness throughout that whole playthrough. Oh my God, it was such a test. Such a test. Jedi says, yeah, I hate it, how it feels, but it's Kratos, LOL, and why. I don't really like, but that kind of gameplay I love, so they got me with that. Well, yeah, that's understandable. Those games are very fun to play. Jedi says, I just got the Blades of Chaos, and that shit feels weird, man. But the dude's brutal, so they got me on some scenes. I hear you. I hear you. I mean, I'm not gonna fault you for liking it. I mean, everybody's got different likes and everybody's got different tastes, and but I am not gonna I'm not gonna sugarcoat my opinion on it. But Jesus Christ, those first three games are so fucking just amazing. The first three God of War games are the absolute epitome of toxic masculinity, and that's why they're great. They are unapologetic. They don't give a fuck. They are not trying to make you think that Kratos is a nice person. You are just supposed to be like, this is a killing machine, and I'm in charge of it. But yeah, I just think that a better way to go with with the North mythology would have been to have just started fresh and started new with an actual Norse god or a Norse, mythological character, somebody, related to the gods. It would have been so much better. But there's a lot of people who think 4, 5, and 6 are better than 1, 2, and 3. And I'm sure story-wise, it probably is more in-depth. It's probably more thought-provoking. It's probably more emotional. But that's not what I wanted out of Kratos. I just want to kill shit. I just want to kill shit. I don't want to know about Kratos' sadness. I just want him to experience nothing but rage, so I can live vicariously through him. Jedi says, I played a game long ago with this girl killing her sisters. Man, that pissed me off. Pissed me the fuck off. That's the only game I've truly hated. Which game was that? One of the main reasons that I hated The Last Guardian so much was because it's made by the people who did fuck. that Colossus game, you know, where you're the dude riding around on the horse and you're looking for the giant creatures and you've got to climb up on top of them and find their weak spots and kill them. Is it Shadows of the Colossus? Is that what it's called? It's made by those people. And, you know, one of the famous things about that game is that there's no real linear story. You can pretty much just go around and do whatever, and it doesn't really tell you how to do anything. Well, they took that. You don't know how to do anything. And the whole thing of it is that you've got this giant dog that is like this mythological beast from long ago that they're all supposed to be dead. Somehow this boy gets, you know, tied up and somehow bonded with this giant dog. And as far as the gameplay mechanics are supposed to be, you're supposed to get the AI in charge of the dog to help you out and do stuff. So you can like give it orders and tell it to stand here or tell it to get on its back, you know, stand on its hind legs so that you can access different areas and stuff like that. But the practicality of it, especially with the technology they had at the time, you will end up the majority of the time screaming at your TV screen because that goddamn dog will not do what you fucking want it to do. You're telling it over and over exactly where you want it to go, and it's just wandering the fuck off and shit, and it will make you absolutely fucking insane. Fucking insane. It's a brilliant idea, but like I said, the technology at the time was just not able to accommodate what their plan was. Who am I forgetting? What the fuck? Yeah, it'll make you want to pull your fucking hair out, dude. You'll just, oh my god. But I was fucking bound and goddamn determined. Bound and determined to finish that game. I had to have a walkthrough on my laptop open so that I could fucking finish the game, because otherwise you have no fucking idea. You don't know where to go. There's no clear indicators for you. You know, and some people don't like the yellow paint trope in video games. You know, oh, yellow paint means go this way. You have to have something. You have to have something so that people know where they're supposed to go next. And yeah, it may not be realistic, and yeah, it may be, like I said, it may be a trope. But you have to have something gameplay, mechanic-wise, so you know what you're fucking doing. So you know what the goal is, what the purpose is, and what the challenge is. And when you remove that, and you're just like, yeah, just fuck around for days. Just fuck around for days, and maybe you'll figure it out. It's like, are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? And that's essentially what that game was. It doesn't tell you a fucking thing, nothing. You get no voiceover, like every like, I don't know, every few hours you'll hit something and you'll have like the old version of the little boy who you play as say like maybe 2 sentences, and then that's it. You have absolutely nothing guiding you through that game or giving you any indication that you're on the right path. And by the end of it, you're just like, I was wishing death upon the fucking developers of that game. I was wishing cancer upon their fucking families. Oh my god, I was losing my fucking mind. Losing my fucking mind. But I goddamn beat that piece of shit. I beat that fucking game. It became personal with me. I was like, you will not best me. You will not best me. It's the worst fucking game I have ever played in my fucking life. Ever played in my life. I have never been so absolutely fucking furious at a video game before. And that's the way they designed it. That's not. It's not a flaw. It's not a glitch. It's not a. That's the way they wanted it to be. And I like at one point, and I was like, this must be just the way Asian people like to play their games. They like to figure it out on their own, and they like to spend, you know, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on one level looking for how to beat it. And I don't have that kind of fucking time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fuck around with a game that long that makes me work that hard to figure out how to fucking play it. God damn. Oh my god. That, oh my god. That fucking game. That fucking game. And I'd had it in my PlayStation library for like probably 3 years or more, and I just kept putting it off because I was so afraid. I was just like, I know they're going to do something to that animal. I know they're going to do something horrible to that animal. They're going to make me develop a bond with it, and then by the end they're going to fucking kill it or do something fucking shit like that, or it's going to sacrifice itself or something. I just knew that that was what they were going to do. And by the end of it, I was just like, kill that fucking dog. Kill that goddamn fucking dog. Fuck that dog. Because it just would not do what you needed it to do. To progress in the game, you are 100% reliant on a faulty fucking AI. That you have only you have 4 commands that you can give it. That's it. 4 fucking commands. And you have to figure out how to get it in the proper position that you want it in those 4 generic commands. It's oh my god. Again, it's a brilliant idea. If you had AI like you have right now and you made that game, you could make it fucking amazing. But the technology just wasn't there for it, and it's yeah, I said, it's so old I cannot remember it properly. But it played like Nier Automata, and she had a dragon. One of her eyes had a flower on it. That doesn't really sound familiar. He said, but I cannot remember the name. Jedi said, I knew that game would suck, even the color of it. Yeah, it is very drab. It is very gray. It is very drab. It is very depressing. It is, oh my god. Oh my god. Worst game I've ever played in my life. Worst fucking game I've ever played in my life. Worst game ever. I think the series ended up being 13 episodes. I think is what I ended up making of it. And oh yeah, by the end, dude. Jesus Christ, by the end. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've never been so mad. I've never been so mad. And I was like, the whole time I was thinking, and man, if this is what Shadows of Colossus is, I don't know. My nephew fucking loved Shadows of Colossus when he was a little kid and it came out. He fucking loved that game. And after I was playing The Last Guardian, I was like, if this is what fucking Shadows of Colossus was, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with my nephew. I get it, you know, some people like more of a challenge, and I like a challenge in a video game, but I at least want to know how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? I at least want to know that this button does this, and this button does that, and this button does that, and they don't even tell you that. You're literally just like, okay, you start out with no fucking idea of what's going on, and your first objective is to feed the dog, because you wake up in a cave next to it and it's chained to the floor and it's weak and you're supposed to heal it and fucking feed it. And that's it. And you don't, the only reason I knew that is because I looked it up, because I Googled it. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing here? And then it was like, hey, go find these little things and feed it. And I was like, where the fuck are these little things? And it said, oh, climb up this and go find them. And I was, the goddamn, that was another thing that was pissing me off. The walkthrough that I was using was just as fucking vague as the goddamn story, it's the game itself. So it would say, walk into this room, climb up to the next level. And I would walk into the room and be looking around for stuff that looked like I could climb on, and I'd be like, I don't see a goddamn thing in this room that looks like I could fucking climb on it. And again, you know, say what you will about the yellow paint. The yellow paint is a mechanic that you have to fucking have. You have to have something to point people in the right fucking direction, so they don't just wander around aimlessly for hours and get sick of playing your game. Because that happens. Not to everybody, but a large portion of people do not like that kind of fucking setback and frustration when there's so many other games that they can pick up immediately and start having fun with, you know? And again, puzzle games, again, there's a difference, because a puzzle game is going to say, hey, here's this shit over here, and these little things right here, move it. Now move them in the right pattern and you solve the puzzle. And you're like, oh, okay, well, I can do that. But this game was like, hey, here's a room. Well, what do I do in here? I don't know, but here's a room. You can go past the room to do other stuff, but I don't know, maybe not. Here's a room. You're in a room. Well, what do I do? Go in the room. I'm in the room. Well, you're doing good then. Well, what am I supposed to do in the room? Find a way out of it. How? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Even thinking back now on that game. Jedi says, like Hellblade, they tell you nothing, you just have to figure out everything. It's very boring, and when you fight, 0 combos. Oh, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. And then Jedi says, yeah, games should be fun. Yes, they should be. They should be. They should be. A fucking game should not be like working a crossword. You know what I'm saying? You should have more fun than that. It shouldn't be something that you put your glasses on and you study. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, I spent the last 5 hours on this side of the room trying to get up. Now I'll go spend 5 hours on the other side and try to get up. It's like, I can't imagine what some people who didn't use a fucking guide to play that game, how many hours you could put into it. Because literally, if you could probably speed run that game. If you knew exactly what you were doing in The Last Guardian, you could speed run that game in probably maybe 5-6 hours, maybe 5 or 6 hours. But if you didn't know what you were doing, days. It would take you days. I'm not shitting you. It would take you fucking days. Just an average general player, and I don't consider myself an average general player. I've been playing video games since they were invented. You know, when I was born, there were no video games. We had pinball machines. And like I was like maybe, 7 or 8 when fucking Atari came out or something, pretty close to that age. So I've been playing games, literally video games, habitually, fucking obsessively since they were invented. I'm not just your average fucking player. And I'm 52 now, and I still play video games just as much as I did when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not your average player. I'm pretty good. And I oh my God, so many times I wanted to just absolutely just pick up my PlayStation and just smash it against the wall because of that fucking game. God damn. Oh, oh. And another thing, the little kid, his movements were so fucking spastic and herky jerky, and everything in that game, especially towards the end, is you're like miles in the fucking sky, and you're walking across little fucking tightropes and fucking rickety fucking bridges and fucking crumbly fucking staircases going around these towers that go hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet in the air. And every time you move, that stupid little boy, he like stumbles and falls and fucking shit. That's just the animation that they gave him. And I don't know if maybe that was what they were trying to do to like create tension and anxiety. Oh, you're really high up and this kid's moving like a fucking retard. But that it did not help. It did not help that every time you moved him, you could feel your asshole pucker because you were like, oh my God, I'm about to fall off the fucking edge. Just because you turned him the fuck around. It was like, oh, everything about it. Everything about it. I cannot imagine anybody who was on that fucking dev team was proud of what they accomplished with that fucking game. Surely to shit, those people did not think we've got a fucking hit on our hands, guys. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. As you can tell, it really left an impression on me because I'm this passionate about it right now, just remembering the experience. But I guarantee you it's hilarious. I guarantee you if you go back and watch that whole playthrough from beginning to end, you will laugh your ass off at how fucking furious I am. Because I know if I went back and watched it now, I would be cracking the fuck up at myself too. Because, god damn, I was madder than a fucking wet hen. Again, I don't want to be handheld through a game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to do all the work for me. I want to work. I want to fucking, to solve the puzzles and stuff like that. But you have to tell me how to play the game. It's like if somebody said, go play baseball, and they just put a bat and a ball and a glove in front of you and said, now go play. And you're like, well, what do these things do? Go, just figure it out. And it's like, okay, that's basically what it was like. It was like, here's your glove, here's your bat, here's your ball. Now you figure out what to do with it. Serp said, sorry I missed what game you were talking about. The Last Guardian. It was one of my really early playthroughs. The most, oh my god. Like, Serp, you would enjoy it. If you like hearing me ranting and raving, if it cracks you up hearing me ranting and raving, then that whole playthrough is tailor-made for you. you listening to me, because there are points in that I just lose my goddamn mind. Just lose. And I started out that playthrough, like I said, so hopeful. I was so anxious and excited about finally being able to play it. I was like, you know what? I've got a YouTube channel now, so I've got no reason not to play some of these games that I've been putting off. You know, I've got to have content, so fuck it. I'm going to play this game. And Surf says, I played a VR demo of that. Really? We may be talking about a different game. Are you talking about the little kid and the giant dog? Because I'm not, because it's a fairly old game. Oh, it is. Okay. I'm surprised they had a VR for it. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Hated that game. Hated that game. Hated that game. But I absolutely refuse to let it beat me. I was like, no, I'm gonna finish this fucking game. I'm gonna finish this fucking game. Oh, hell. You're at 40. Ooh, about halfway, close to halfway. Okay, excellent, excellent. Let's see. What do we need next? I don't need to go that far down. No, you're at 40. ACAMs? I believe so. Okay. ATAMs, where are you? Jedi says that view. Yeah, yeah. It's a nice part of the design that in order to shoot your grappling hook way up into the air, you have to get right there. It's like what? It's not my fault that I have to point the camera straight up her ass. I'm just trying to hook the grappling hook. It's not my fault. Jedi says Daughtry and TFD go so well. Jedi says, gonna miss you guys when GTA 6 comes out. I'll be checking the streams out, but won't be playing for a while. That's understandable, man. That's the beautiful thing about games like this is that the story never ends on a game like this. So you can go play another game and beat it, and then come back to this one. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. There's a lot of people being pretty fearful about it right now. Just because of the team that's in charge of it. But I hope it's good for you. You know, it's when you think about it though, as long as this game has taken to come out, it's probably going to be really hard to satisfy a lot of people because, you know, because people have been anticipating it for so long. How do you make all those people who've been literally what, 10 years or more? I don't. Is it maybe even longer than that? I'm not really familiar that much with the series to know, but I know it's been at least like 10 or 12 years that it's been supposed to be coming out, right?
Freeze.
Jedi says it never fails. I'm waiting to see the cries. LOL. Oh yeah, you know, there's going to be some people that are going to be disappointed with it, no matter what happens, no matter how good it is, simply because I wanted this and I expected this, and it took so long. Why couldn't they have done this? And well, I hope you aren't. I hope you love it. All right, well, shit. All right, well. Oh, yeah. I don't think people are going to put up with that again, Jedi says, but if it drops the way Cyberpunk did with all those errors, somebody's going to get their ass whooped. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the gaming community as a whole is going to accept anything like what happened with the first Cyberpunk game ever again. And that game is a lot of fun, but it's not a game that you can play more than once. After you've played Cyberpunk once, it's like, yeah, that's it. That's it. There's nothing, you know, even picking the different classes, you know, because there's the corpo, the street kid, and the, what was it, nomad or something like that. None of those are different enough. There's very little difference between the three classes and what happens in the story. Jedi says, I played like halfway, then quit. I just cannot with first-person games. I hear you. I mean, it's fun to a point, but you get to the point that it's too easy. When you start getting up into upper levels and you start getting all your tech and your weapons upgraded and all that shit, it just becomes too easy. There's just zero challenge. And like I said, it's fun for one playthrough, but when you try to go back again and play it, you realize, wow, This just isn't fun. And the story, the fucking end is so goddamn depressing. It's another one of those games where we're gonna subvert your expectations and we're gonna give you a sad ending. It's like, man, just give us happy endings. Give us fucking happy endings. If I put 150 hours into a goddamn game, I don't want to feel sad at the end. You know, I want to feel triumphant and like I overcome something and that I'm leaving the characters that I grew to love in a better place. I don't want to be like, well, goddamn. You know, that's not what I want. Yeah, he does an awesome job in it. Jedi says, I honestly just supported it because I see Keanu. Yeah, he does an awesome job in it. And clearly he's a gamer, you know, you wouldn't, you know, it's so, yeah, I mean, that's totally understandable. I'm sure that was a lot of people's reasoning. That is not a game that I would play, that I would do videos of. Not because I'm afraid of the content or anything like that. You know, the sex scenes or any of that stuff or the nudity. Not really concerned about that. It's it's just because I've played it and I tried to play it again to go through and do the different character stories, and I made it like a third of the way in on the Nomads, I think was what I started as, and I was just like, yep, I can't, I don't want to play this again. I don't want to play it again. It's very much, I mean, in my opinion, it's very much a one and done kind of game. You play it, you beat it, and then you just move the fuck on. Okay, so that's the TAMs done. Wave of light. Where are you? That's a good list. That's a good list. Jedi says Keanu Reeves, Will Smith, and Brendan Fraser. That's all I have to see, and you got my support. I'm down with two of those people. Will Smith fallen off a little for me in the last few years, but yeah, there was a time when that list would have, yeah, anything that any of those three people did was pretty fucking awesome. Literal Villain says, so this MFer thinks Cyberpunk is mid and plays TFD on stream. LMAO, I'm out of here. Peace y'all. Later. Jedi says, "Add me if you're down after your run." Yeah, I'll add you after I do this one. I've only got like a, because it's Sunday. I've only got like a little more than an hour because I have to, end it early. But I'll happily add you, dude. Yeah, I gotta, Sundays I go into work earlier than the rest of the. Oh, okay. Yeah. Jedi says, I know your schedule. I forget that you guys have been here for a while. Doing good. All right. All right. So what do you want to do? What do you feel like doing, Jedi? I'm down for whatever. Anything easy. Okay. Well, we can do these. We can farm for some stuff. Farm for some stuff. I see we got a bunch of people out there watching at the moment. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you're enjoying your time on the channel. If you wouldn't mind, perhaps help me end this 2-day subathon with a bang. If all 11 of you watching right now, or 9, it's going up and down. 9, 10, 11 of you were to subscribe right now, I would be 43 away from the 500 necessary to unlock super chats and memberships. Of course, wait, no, a couple of you already are. What the fucking shit? That didn't go well. Hold on. That did. They all just fucking hit me at the same time. We're just like, fuck this bitch. Alright, now I'm mad. Now you done made me mad, guys. But yeah, that'd be super cool. If y'all can help me end it with a bang. That'd be pretty awesome, I think. My opinion on cyberpunk, notwithstanding with some of you apparently. It's always funny to me when people say things like, "Oh, you're gonna like that gentleman just did." You stream the First Descendant, but you talk shit about Cyberpunk. Yeah, because Cyberpunk is a story-based game. That's what it is. It's a story-based game. This is a live service game. It's a looter shooter, meaning that it's intentionally repetitious because you're supposed to repeat it. You're supposed to go over and over and over and over and over again to get materials to increase your character. That's the whole design of the game. Much like, well, fucking shit. Much like with Fortnite or Fall Guys. Those games are incredibly repetitive. You're going to do the same thing over and over and over again in those games, and yet they're extremely popular because they're fun to play. A story-driven game, especially a story as involved in Cyberpunk, as involved as Cyberpunk, and having 3 different classes of people that you can play as should be different. Each one of them should be a different experience, and that is what we were promised when the game came out. Was that it was going to have 3 different, totally different life paths, and there's like 1, maybe 2 options that are different in the stories, and everything else is exactly the fucking same. So there is no replay value on Cyberpunk. You play it once, you put it down, and you move on to a new game. This is not like that. There is story parts involved in this, sure. That come out every few months, sure. But that's not what drives this game. What drives this game is the fun, the action. Just like with Fortnite, just like with Warframe, just like with any game like that. You don't play a game like this once and you put it down. You don't play a game like Fortnite once and you put it down. Well, I finished this game, so I guess that's not the way they work. Now, there are are games, as I mentioned earlier about the God of War trilogy. Those are games that you can play over and over again. Why even acknowledge that guy? Because I don't care. I mean, I'm going to talk, you know, he's gone. I'll talk shit about him now. he wants to try to talk shit about me. That's fine. You know, I'm not the only person that ever complained about Cyberpunk. In fact, that is one of the biggest complaints of the original Cyberpunk, is that it is not replayable. Because nothing is ever different. And when you get done, there's nothing else to do but to go through as the different styles, and there's no difference. It's the same game. They sold you a game that was fake in the beginning. They sold you a game that was sold at the gaming expos and shit like that. It's like, oh my god, it was supposed to be the next greatest thing in the fucking technology, and it was going to be, oh, the so lifelike, it's so immersive, and then you play the game and you're like, no, not really, not really. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna try to offend you because you don't like this game. If I was to say, you know what I really liked, I don't know, let's just call this, it's on my mind, Detroit Become Human. I really like that game. And somebody says, I don't like that game, I'm not gonna call, well, you're an idiot. You're a motherfucker. You're not worth my time. Okay, well, that's fine. You're entitled to believe what you believe, and the amazing thing is that so am I. What? Goddamn box disappeared. Oh shit. Why do I keep getting trapped in this fucking box? Jesus Christ. Man, what hit me? Doing horrible. Doing horrible. I'm just tired. That's what it is. God damn it. How do you keep hitting me with these fucking ice cubes? laser ball. Huh. Alright. Getting mad now. Stop trying to trap me in the goddamn fucking cube. You said pick something easy. I should have picked something easy for me. Damn! That was a struggle for me for some fucking reason. I think I'm just tired. I think that might be what it is. I have been at this for just, you know, for 2 days. for 2 fucking days. I'm very glad that I did decide to sleep this time instead of trying to stay up for you know 24 hours or later. I'm very glad that I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep. But I didn't sleep a great deal. You know, not a whole lot. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Launching void vessel exploration operation.
Oh no! Oh, whew. That was close. Ah! Just got some money. And we got 26 minutes. Let's do. I got one we can do. I got one we can do. We'll farm for some coins. Go coin farming.
Descendant, we've been waiting for you. Our soldiers have suffered extensive casualties while holding off the enemy onslaught. These resources were seized from the enemy fortress. They must be transported safely to Albion. losing any more soldiers for the time being. Thank you, Descendant. You're a lifesaver.
$19 billion. 3.5. All right, it's almost time for the wall crasher. Jedi says Bunny needs nerfing. Didn't they just buffer? Almost time for the Wally. That crack, not a buff. We could probably knock out this real quick. Those just don't come frequently enough anymore. They used to it seems like feels like they used to come on a pretty regular basis, and now it just seems so rare. Oh, is that what it is? They come 10 minutes to Wally? Oh, okay.
Descendant, primary tactical objective confirmed in Operation Zone. Please take it out. Ship spotted. special assault ship spotted over the operation zone.
All right. That killed a little bit of time. So we're winding down the stream here, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the last thing that I do for it, and this will be the finale of the 2-day USA Turns 250 subathon. It's been a lot of fun. But if you guys wouldn't mind help me go out with a bang, perhaps if you're not already subscribed, maybe you could go ahead and click that button for me today. Get me a little bit closer. I'm 53 away from the 500 necessary to unlock super chats and memberships. We've been striving for that for several months now, and golly gee, it'd be really cool if you helped us out. I mean, this is a subathon. This is a subathon and all, so, you know.
Descendant, I've picked up a mutant material formation signal in the skies nearby.
Huh. Oh, I just saw somebody in the world chat said that the pool area is coming back next week. That's cool. Jedi's all over the place over there. Here we go. Here we go. says, I hope the pool comes back, but I'm not holding my breath. Well, that was quick. All right. I'm gonna go buy some dice. We'll roll some dice. Ha ha. All right, let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get. All right, that's not a bad haul. 4 cats, 3 memento tokens. That's fucking awesome. I needed to replenish those after buying all that stuff. It's not the almost 40 that I had, but you know, it's getting me back up there. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Like I said, I think we're gonna call it an episode. Let me go check my mail here real quick. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This brings the 2-day USA turns 250 subathon to an end. There is still time for you to help me end it with a bang. Those of you who are still watching, if you're not subscribed, I would kindly ask you to go ahead and click that button for me today. Let's make this I mean, it's already a subathon to remember. Let's make it one to really remember. And that would be awesome of you. Thank you, Serp. Thank you, Jedi, for being here, gentlemen. You guys are the bomb. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough for your continued support. You know, it means the world to me. It really does. Thank you to everybody who's out there lurking. We love you guys here on IAC as much as we do anybody. And for those of you who are watching this as a video later, thank you for making it this far into the video. You are as appreciated as anybody else is. If any of you groups of people saw something here that you were entertained by, you know, maybe I made you laugh or chuckle or smile, maybe you just enjoy watching scantily clad chicks shoot stuff, whatever reason it may be, perhaps you could see your way clear to leave me a like, a comment, a share, or as I said, subscribes. Subscriptions are really important right now. I am 53 away from the 500 necessary to unlock super chats and memberships, which is kind of the whole purpose of this subathon, is to try to hit that number. So if you guys would please give me that chance, that'd be awesome of you. And should you choose to support the channel in a different way, you will find links to my Patreon and my Ko-fi on my YouTube description page. If you saw something here that you think might be worth $1 or $2, that would be the place to drop it, and it too would be greatly appreciated. While you're at all that, check out the rest of the shit on my channel. I've got over 1,500 videos. Over 1,500 videos. Quickly approaching 1,600. I got all sorts of stuff to entertain you. All sorts of candy for your eyeballs. I've got concerts I've been to that were shot on a really good quality phone, so the audio and the visuals are top notch. So if you're into that handful of bands that I posted, I really encourage you to check those out and give them a look. I was pretty close on a couple of those shows too, so it's well worth it. Well worth it. Also, I do original music that I write the lyrics to, and I stress that I write 100% of the lyrics to. And I give life to those songs through an AI app in the form of a 4-piece all-girl metal band called The Circle. You will find 10 albums on my channel right now. Music that I think is good quality. I'm very proud of what I was able to create with it. The albums are about 12 songs a piece, about 30 minutes a piece. It's not a huge investment of your time to give one a try, and you never know, you may really like it. You may be like, oh, this is some good shit. It's possible. Stranger things have happened. You can also find the lovely ladies of The Circle every Wednesday night on Wicked Wednesday Night. That is the female division of my original character simulated wrestling federation. The men's division is every Monday. That's Monday Night Mania. Then I also have a female celebrity federation that's every Tuesday for Tuesday Night Download. I've got a Marvel vs. DC coming soon, I promise, and upgrades for the men's division and the female celebrity federation coming towards the end of the year, probably a little after. I mean, just, you know, to be realistic. On top of all that, I do these daily live streams like you saw right here today, between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m.-ish, depending on my real-world work schedule. Sundays, I have to end early, and Mondays are my days off because I have other things other obligations, let's just say, that I have to do on Mondays. But yeah, where I play this wonderful game here that we all love so much, the First Descendant. You know, sometimes chat joins in and we take on some of the harder missions. Sometimes we just go farming for shit, and sometimes they're here to give me advice on how to create my characters and sometimes they're here to give me shit on the ways that I choose to do that. But regardless, a fun time is had by all, and we would love for you to be a part of that. We've just got a really cool community of gentlemen who like to play games and talk about the things that they enjoy, and you know, I mean, what's wrong with that? I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with it. You probably shouldn't either. So if you see us pop up in your feed, don't hesitate to stop on by and join in the fun. We're a very open and welcoming group of people. If you're cool with us, we'll be cool with you. That's the way it be. Also, every Friday between 8 and 11 p.m. is Fall Guys Fortnite Friday, where I play. That's right, Fall Guys and Fortnite. Much like with this game, I'm totally open to playing with chat, but only if you want a duo, trio, or squad up against the general public. I just don't have the participation at that time slot to justify doing custom matches. So, you know, it is what it is. Maybe one day, but just not there yet. And on top of all of that, I have a shitload of playthroughs. All kinds of genres, all kinds of titles. Horror, action, adventure, racing, roguelite, walking simulators, gotcha games. I'm down to play just about anything, and I have a massive library of well over 300 games that I have played precious little of. So, dear listener, dear viewer, would like to see me play, drop it in the comments. I will check my library. If it's in the library, it'll get bumped up to the top of the list to be rotated in after I finish the next one. It is just that easy. Good morning, Harris. He says, "What's up, C? Sorry, can't join your streams today." That's all right, dude. I'm wrapping it up right now, and I got to get into bed. Got to work today. The subathon has come to an end, unfortunately, but all good things must. So yeah, let me know. Let me know if you'd like to see me play something. And on top of all of that, as if that wasn't enough, I mean, it's like a ton of shit already, but on top of that, I now do movie reviews. That's right, I said I do movie reviews. You'll find 4 of them on my channel currently. It's just something new that I've started, so the videos are a little bit, you know, there's kind of, they're quite different, each one of them. You know, you've got my shorts and stuff like that. Anyway, it's because it was in flux as I was trying to figure out exactly how I was wanting to present my reviews, how I was wanting to, you know, to craft them. And I think I figured out how I'm going to do it from now on. Oh, Harris says, hanging out with my girl today. Hey, that's a justifiable reason to not show up, man. That's totally cool. And he says, see you next time. You too, dude. You have a good one. I would say tell your girl that we all said hi, but she probably wouldn't like that because we all play the First Descendant. So you probably ought not do that. But yeah, movie reviews. Just, you never know what's going to come out of this channel, what I might take a notion to do. I'm a little adventurous when it comes to that. So, yeah, all kinds of shit. And unlike a lot of channels, you can find everything that I do right here on this one channel. You don't have to chase me to other to other sites. You don't have to add a half a dozen different fucking channels. It's just all right here. One easy to find little location. My little corner of YouTube. Some say that that's not the way the algorithm would prefer you to do it, but I'm one of those people that I just get tired of every time, you know, you find somebody you like and they're like, hey, I've got this channel for this stuff, and I got this channel for this stuff, and join me on Kick when I do this, and join me on Twitch when I do this. It's like, no, I don't want to fucking follow you all over the place. Just put all your shit in one place so I can fucking watch it. So that's my mentality at any rate. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens, boys and girls, as much as it pains me, it is time to call the USA turns 250 subathon to an end. Thank you guys for making it the success that it was. You guys, I can't, you know, the support that you guys show me, you know, it means the world to me. It really does. It really does. I mean, I say that a lot, and when you say something a lot, it often loses value. But gentlemen, I fucking thank you so very much. So very much. You too, Serp. Serp says, have a great day. See you later. You too, man. You have a good one, dude. And I guess that just leaves me to say, thank you once again. And until next time, later.